The following extract comes from Captain James Cook's journal, written in June 1770, while the HMS Endeavour was anchored at what is now known as the Endeavour River in northern Queensland. In this entry, Cook records a violent encounter between his crew and Aboriginal people following a dispute over food and territory. Here is the passage. During our stay in this river, we had frequent intercourse with the natives, who at first behaved in a friendly manner, coming to our camp and watching our proceedings with great curiosity. They appeared cautious, yet not unfriendly, and made no attempt to molest us while we remained quiet. However, after some time, several turtles which had been taken by our people were found to be missing, and it was supposed that the natives had carried them away. This occasioned some uneasiness among the crew, though I was of opinion that no violence should be offered on that account. Shortly afterwards, one of our people, who had strayed some distance from the camp, was suddenly attacked by a number of the natives and received a spear wound in his shoulder. He had just strength enough to return to the tents, where he was immediately assisted. Upon hearing this, I ordered the party to arm themselves and advance towards the place where the natives were seen. When we came near them, they stood their ground, each man having a spear in his hand, and seemed determined to oppose us. I then fired a musket between them, which had little effect, as they did not immediately retire. A second shot was fired with small shot, which wounded one of them, upon which they all fled into the woods with great precipitation. From this transaction, I was clearly of opinion that the attack made upon our man was an act of resentment for our having taken the turtles, which they looked upon as their property, and which they had before borne patiently until they thought they could no longer submit to it. After this, they kept at a greater distance from us, and though we occasionally saw them upon the opposite shore, they avoided all further intercourse. We, on our part, took care not to provoke them, and no more acts of hostility happened while we remained in the river. This unfortunate affair made me sensible of the necessity of caution in our dealings with the natives, and convinced me that though they were not inclined to quarrel without cause, they were both able and willing to defend what they considered their own.